Hi, it's Carol from Sharity, and today we're going to talk about the 5 pillars to a successful nonprofit self-assessment. Major donors, the ones who want to invest significant amounts of money in your mission over multiple years, are looking for several indicators that your goals are sustainable before writing a check. If these elements aren't in place, they'll move on to other organizations and you'll continue to be passed over. Today I've outlined some critical elements for you and your board to assess. I've broken them into 5 different components. We're going to outline them now. Number 1, do you have a plan developed in writing that outlines what you plan to do over the next 3 years and how this plan will significantly change the issue your mission addresses? You must be able to clearly articulate to prospective donors how their money will make a difference to the issue that they care about. Traditional strategic plans tend to focus inward, and they don't offer the kind of impact that draws large philanthropic investments. Question number 2. Have you carefully determined what the plan will cost? This is where you need to think like a for-profit. If you're going to expand, what will that cost? Most nonprofits create their budget 1 year at a time, and they fail to look forward about what they need to raise to really make a change over several years. The creation of a multi-year pro forma is critical for potential investors to see that you're seeking enough money to be successful. Remember to include all those costs, even if those costs are currently offset by volunteers or in-kind donations. If you don't know the real cost of doing your work, investors are going to worry that your plan won't be sustainable. Question number 3. Do you have the right people to pull off the plan? Now, this may seem like the easiest question to answer, but in reality, it's the hardest. Dedicated, passionate, and caring people tend to support and work for nonprofits. However, they're not necessarily the people who will help you scale an organization beyond the grassroots level. I've had many major donors tell me that the first thing they look at is the CEO or executive director. And is this a person who has the business acumen to pull off a plan that might have a significant amount of money involved in it? Many nonprofit leaders, especially founders, have tons of heart, but they may not have the skill to lead a multi-million-dollar operation. Beyond the key leader, do you have the staff in place to be able to do the work you're proposing? Are you going to need more or new positions? Is your board able to open doors to key stakeholders or donors that you might need to get involved? While these discussions are never easy, they are the keys to success. If you suspect you don't have the right people on the bus, donors are going to see this immediately. Question number 4. Do you have enough donors cultivated who can support the financial goal that you've proposed? Usually this is the one question that most nonprofits can quickly answer, and most often that answer is no. But how do you know how many donors that you need and at what levels? Well, it's really not difficult, and you can watch one of our videos on how to determine the number of prospects that you need at each giving level to reach your goal. The harder question is, where do I find the people who can give at these levels? For that, you may need to dig deeper into some prospect research. You may even need a Sharity expert to help you identify prospects in your community and develop a plan to cultivate them. But remember, this is not a quick process. Cultivation of major gifts takes 12 to 18 months if done correctly. Before you try to launch a campaign, it's critical that you have this question firmly in the yes, or it's a waste of your money and the donor's time. The final question, question number 5, is do you have any community champions? Many nonprofits say that they're the best kept secret, but we all know that's not a good thing. But do you know how to break through? Before your brand becomes well known, one way is to have individuals who are well respected in your community champion your nonprofit. These individuals can help open doors to key stakeholders and help you start the all-important process of gaining the respect of those who can financially support your work. So what's next? I want you to email me and tell me your story. I'd love to know your experience addressing these issues. What are your biggest successes and frustrations? But whatever you do, don't spend tens of thousands of dollars on a feasibility study or development assessment until you take our assessment. Our quick 5-minute Ready to Grow assessment will help you determine what your nonprofit needs to work on to be ready for that major gift. So just go to our Ready to Grow assessment page and get started. We're looking forward to working with you to grow your mission.